Good morning, children. Today we will study chapter 4 of class 8, that is reproduction. The name of the chapter is reproduction. Reproduction, the term indicates giving birth to the offsprings of the same. Giving birth to the offsprings. This giving birth to the offsprings, that is reproduction. It is the necessary process of living life. Suppose if there would not have been the process of reproduction, then in coming years we will not have the new offsprings. We will not have the new offsprings. So this process is very necessary to produce the offsprings of the same. अपने ही जैसे offsprings को उत्पन्न करना, प्रोड्यूस करना, that is the process of reproduction. और ये आपको पता है कि reproduction का प्रोसेस बहुत ज़रूरी है. यदि ये reproduction का प्रोसेस नहीं होगा कि आगे हम जिसको बोलते हैं ये फर्स्ट जनरेशन, सेकेंड जनरेशन, हमारे परदादा, हमारे दादा, हम या हमारे बाद में आने वाली जो पीढ़ी है, तो यदि ये प्रोसेस नहीं होगा तो इस प्रकार से कोई भी आगे जीवन की उत्पत्ति ही नहीं होगी. आगे का जीवन पॉसिबल ही नहीं है यदि ये प्रोसेस नहीं होगा तो. सो दिस प्रोसेस ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन इज वेरी नेसेसरी एंड दिस रिप्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस टेक्स प्लेस इन ईच एंड एवरी ऑर्गेनिज्म. इसीलिए हम देख रहे हैं हजारों सालों पहले जो एनिमल्स थे, हजारों सालों पहले जो प्लांट्स थे, वो आज भी हमको देखने को मिल रहे हैं और आने वाले सालों में भी हमें वो देखने को मिलेंगे. दिस इज़ ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन. और यदि ऐसा नहीं होता तो शायद आज हमको जो हम बोलते हैं कि पहले प्लेटिपस होता था, एकिडना होता था, ह्यूज एनिमल्स होते थे, कई सारे जो है एंडेंजर्ड हो गए, कुछ जो है ये जो है कि अब कुछ एनिमल्स पहले थे अब हमें देखने को नहीं मिलते हैं. तो ये सारी जो चीज़ें हैं या जो पुराने ज़माने से जो पेड़ पौधे बने आ रहे हैं जिनकी मेडिसिन्स हम यूज़ करते हैं, यदि ये प्रोसेस नहीं होता, रिप्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस यदि नहीं होता तो इस प्रकार से हमें प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स की कोई जानकारी नहीं होती. हमें कुछ भी पता नहीं होता कि पुराने ज़माने में कौन से पेड़ थे और अब क्या है, क्योंकि प्रोसेस ही नहीं है. नए ऑफस्प्रिंग्स यदि बनेंगे ही नहीं, यदि हमने खेत में बीज लगाया ही नहीं है और यदि बीज से नया पौधा आया ही नहीं है, तो हमारी आने वाली जनरेशन को कैसे पता चलेगा कि आम का पेड़ कैसा होता है, पीपल का पेड़ कैसा होता है, या डॉग, कैट, बफेलोज, लायन, टाइगर, इवन द ह्यूमन बींग्स, मनुष्य प्राणी, लोगों को कैसे पता चलता. तो दिस इज़ ऑल पॉसिबल. और आने वाले सालों में भी जो भी ये सारी चीज़ें आने वाली जनरेशन को भी देखने को मिलेगी, उन्हें भी पता चलेगा. एवरीथिंग इज पॉसिबल ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रोसेस ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन. सो दिस प्रोसेस ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन इज वेरी नेसेसरी एंड इट हेल्प अस इन प्रोड्यूसिंग द ऑफस्प्रिंग्स. अब ये जो प्रोसेस है, रिप्रोडक्शन की जो प्रोसेस है, ये प्रोसेस दो प्रकार की होती. इट इज़ ऑफ टू टाइप. रिप्रोडक्शन टेक्स प्लेस इन टू वेज. प्लांट्स में रिप्रोडक्शन की प्रोसेस अलग है और ह्यूमन बींग्स में भी, कुछ एनिमल्स में, लोअर ऑर्गेनिज्म में, और जैसे जैसे इवोल्यूशन हुआ है और हायर ऑर्गेनिज्म में, दिस प्रोसेस इज लिटिल डिफरेंट. बट द मेन टू आर द एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन एंड द सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन. रिप्रोडक्शन इज ऑफ टू टाइप, एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन एंड सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन. अब एसेक्सुअल और सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन में व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? So first we will see what is the asexual reproduction. Asexual, actually when the reproduction takes place, when the new offspring is formed, then two types of gametes are needed. Two types of gametes are needed, male gamete and female gamete. Then we can get the new offsprings. But this is not necessary for the case of asexual reproduction. Actually what happens, male gamete and female gamete means male gametes are produced in the male body of an organism and female gametes are produced in the female body of an organism. But for the process of asexual reproduction, there is no necessity of both the offsprings, male और female. ये दोनों की ज़रूरत नहीं है for the process of asexual reproduction. क्योंकि asexual reproduction में in one single plant can produce the new organism. Generally, this asexual reproduction, it has different types: budding, spore formation, fragmentation, and in plants the process of reproduction, that is the pollination. ये आपने previous chapter में पढ़ा है कि what is pollination. Pollination means the transfer of pollen grain from one plant to the stigma of another plant. ये भी आप पढ़ चुके हैं कि यूनिसेक्सुअल फ्लावर किसको बोलते हैं, बायसेक्सुअल फ्लावर किसको बोलते हैं. यूनिसेक्सुअल फ्लावर मतलब विच हैज आइदर वन फीमेल ऑर्गन और द मेल ऑर्गन्स, or either it has male reproductive organ or it has female reproductive organ. And bisexual means the plant which has both the organs, both male and female. When the pollination takes place, that time the male gametes are transferred from the plant to the stigma of another plant. Now here stigma and that all these terms you know, male gametes, female gametes, stigma, everything you know. So pollination is the process in which the male gametes are transferred from one plant to the stigma of another plant, and that also you know that male gametes means which produces male and the female products gametes which produces female. So when the pollination takes place, that time these male gametes are transferred to the female, that is stigma, and fertilization takes place, and after the fertilization zygote is formed and this zygote give birth to the new offspring. This is the sexual reproduction, that is pollination process in plant. Other things are budding, spore formation, fragmentation. Only single one plant is enough to produce new organism. Now if we see the sexual reproduction, what I said, pollination, that is for this pollination means male and female gametes are needed, because male gametes are produced in male organ, female gametes are produced in female organ, and when these male and female gametes fuses with each other, the fusion of male and female gamete, it is known as fertilization. उसको हम बोलते हैं fertilization. Male gametes और female gametes जब आपस में fuse होते हैं, the new zygote is formed, that is zygote. So after the fertilization of male and female gamete, the new spore form, that is the zygote. This zygote gives birth to the new offsprings. Now again, if we see the plants and if we see the animals, again these processes are different. So the main thing is that male gamete means sperms. For if we see the human reproductive system, then the sperms are the male gamete which are produced by the male organs, and the female gametes produces the ovules, ovum, ovules. And when this female gamete and male gamete fuses with each other, the process of fusion of male and female gamete is known as fertilization. Process of fusion of male gamete and female gamete, that is the sperms and the ovum, is known as fertilization. And after the process of fertilization, the new cell form is known as zygote. When this male and female gamete fuses with each other, the new cell is formed and it is known as zygote. Now this process of fertilization, again this process of fertilization is of two types. One is the external fertilization and another is the internal fertilization. External fertilization means the first fertilization which takes place outside the body of an organism. ऑर्गेनिज्म की बॉडी के बाहर फर्टिलाइजेशन होता है, मतलब कि मेल गेमेट और फीमेल गेमेट दे फ्यूजेस विथ ईच अदर, नॉट इनसाइड द बॉडी, दे फ्यूजेस आउटसाइड द बॉडी. जैसे एग्जांपल है फ्रॉग. फ्रॉग लेज एग्स इन वाटर. पानी में जो है अपने एग्स जो है इट लेज. फिर जो है मेल गेमेट जो है इट कम्स एंड फ्यूजेस विथ इट, बट इट डजंट टेक्स प्लेस इनसाइड द बॉडी ऑफ द फ्रॉग. फ्रॉग की बॉडी के अंदर ये नहीं होता है, ये बाहर होता है. तो फर्टिलाइजेशन, प्रोसेस ऑफ फर्टिलाइजेशन, फर्टिलाइजेशन मतलब फ्यूजन ऑफ मेल एंड फीमेल गेमेट. This process of fertilization, that is fusion of male and female gamete, if it takes place outside the body of an organism, then it is external fertilization. उसको हम बोलेंगे external fertilization. And if the fusion of male and female gamete, that is the sperms and ovum, if it takes place inside the body of an organism, ऑर्गेनिज्म की बॉडी के अंदर यदि फ्यूजन होता है, नया सेल बॉडी के अंदर यदि बनता है, देन इट इज नोन एज इंटरनल फर्टिलाइजेशन। जो प्रोसेस ऑफ फर्टिलाइजेशन है, जो प्रोसेस ऑफ फ्यूजन है, मेल और फीमेल गैमेट्स, स्पर्म्स और ओवम का फ्यूजन यदि बॉडी के अंदर होता है तो उसको हम बोलते हैं इंटरनल फर्टिलाइजेशन, और यदि वो बॉडी के बाहर होता है तो उसको हम बोलते हैं एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन। एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन जैसे मैंने यहाँ पर एग्जाम्पल लिखा है फ्रॉग। अधिकतर जितने भी मैमल्स है, लिजर्ड है, क्रोकोडाइल है, मैमल्स है, इन सब में फर्टिलाइजेशन बॉडी के अंदर होता है। फीमेल बॉडी के अंदर फर्टिलाइजेशन होता है, मतलब मेल और फीमेल गेमेट दैट इज स्पर्म्स एंड ओवम, दे फ्यूजेस विथ ईच अदर इनसाइड द बॉडी ऑफ द फीमेल, दैट इज द इंटरनल फर्टिलाइजेशन। और फ्रॉग और इसके जैसे कई ऑर्गेनिजम्स विच लेज एग्स, दे ले एग्स आउटसाइड द बॉडी, बॉडी के बाहर पानी में कहीं पर दे ले द एग्स, there they get meet with the male organ, they get fuses and the new cell is formed and it gives birth to the new offsprings, that is the external fertilization. पर mammals में crocodiles, lizard, they in that body the fertilization takes place inside, that is the internal. पर we have two examples, that is exceptional case कि mammals तो है पर the fertilization does not takes place outside, it takes place outside, doesn't take inside. तो echidna and the platypus, echidna और platypus ये दो ऐसे और mammals है, mammal, they are the mammals, ये ऐसे mammals है जिसमें fertilization जो है वो internal नहीं होता है, fertilization external होता है। मैमल्स होने के बाद भी फ्यूजन ऑफ मेल और गैमेट जो है वो बॉडी के अंदर नहीं होता है, वो बॉडी के बाहर होता है। सो दीज टू आर द exceptional examples of fertilization, that though they are the mammals, echidna and platypus, they are the mammals, but still the fertilization takes place outside the body of the organism. So here external and internal fertilization, external matlab the fusion of the gamete, male and female gamete takes place outside the body of an organism, and internal fertilization matlab it takes place inside the body of an organism. So we have studied two terms, external and internal fertilization. External fertilization, frog and many other examples are there, and for the internal fertilization we have lizard, crocodile and mammal, in which the fusion of the male and female gamete takes place inside the body of an organism. So this is about the asexual and sexual reproduction, male gamete, female gamete, what is fertilization, what is budding, this takes place in plants, pollination takes place in plant. Now if we see the plants and animals, we know that the structure of plant and animal is totally different. Plants and animals are totally different from each other. So obviously the process of reproduction also will be different. Process जो है reproduction वो भी अलग ही होगी, और यदि process अलग है तो obviously प्लांट और एनिमल में बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंट है। एनिमल में भी ह्यूमन बींग्स और एनिमल्स में बहुत अंतर है। सो दिस मेल एंड फीमेल गेमेट प्रोड्यूसिंग ऑर्गन, दैट इज द मेल ऑर्गन्स एंड फीमेल ऑर्गन्स, दीज आर टोटली डिफरेंट इन एनिमल्स एंड ह्यूमन बींग्स इन कंपैरिजन विद द प्लांट. So now for the next part we will study about the male reproductive system. Male reproductive system मतलब the part of organ which produces the male gametes, male reproductive part, that is which produces the male gamete. So now we will study about the male reproductive organs. So just you learn these terms ki what is reproduction, which two types of reproduction we have, sexual and asexual reproduction. In plants different process of asexual reproduction, budding, spore formation, fragmentation, and then sexual reproduction there is a pollination. Pollination, pollen grain move from one plant to the stigma of another plant, that is pollination. Then in male gametes, these male gametes are produced by the male organs, female gametes are produced by the female organ. When these two gametes fuses with each other, the process of fusion of these two gametes is known as fertilization. And when this male and female gamete fuses with each other, the new cell is formed which is known as zygote, and this zygote give birth to the offsprings. This process of fertilization is of two types, external and internal fertilization. In birds and frog, many more are there. The fertilization, the process of fertilization takes place outside the body of an organism, outside the body, that is the external. And in mammals, lizard, crocodile, the process of fertilization, the fusion of male and female gamete takes place inside the body. Echidna and platypus is the exceptional, they are the exceptional animals, they are the mammals, though they are the mammals, but in that fertilization process of fertilization does not take place inside the body, it takes place outside the body. So this is the general idea about the process of reproduction. Now the next part we will study about the male reproductive organs. So in first part we have studied about the fertilization, that is the internal and external fertilization, process of fertilization, asexual and sexual reproduction. Then that time I told you that there is much difference between the reproductive organs of plants and animals. Even in the animals also there is much difference between the human beings and animals and birds. So now here in this chapter of reproduction, we will study about the male reproductive organ and about the female reproductive organ. We know that there is much difference between male and female. You know what is the difference it is. So obviously if there is a difference in the body of an organism, so the organs are also different. Male reproductive organs are totally different from female reproductive organs. Male reproductive organs or male body which produces the male gamete, or this male gametes which we know that is sperm. उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Sperms. The male body of an organism which has male reproductive organ, it produces sperms, and the female reproductive organs having body, female body, it produces the female organs, that is the ovum. What is that? Ovum. और अभी हमने पहले पार्ट में पढ़ा है कि when the sperms and ovum fuses with each other, the process of fusion of the sperms and ovum, it is known as fertilization. The process is known as fertilization. Now in this part we will study about the male reproductive organs and female reproductive organs. Now you can easily see I have drawn the diagram to make you very clear about the male reproductive organs and female reproductive organs. So first I will explain you about the male reproductive organ. In this male reproductive organ, the main part of the organ, reproductive organ which produces the male gametes, that is the sperm, that is the testis. यहाँ पर मैंने बहुत सारे नाम लिखे हुए हैं, just I will read these names: testis, scrotum, epididymis, vas deferens, urinary bladder, penis. So these are the different reproductive organs. These are the male reproductive organs. These are the names of male reproductive organs. So in these different male, these male reproductive organs which constitute male reproductive system, all these organs together constitute male reproductive system. In that the main part of that organ which produces the male gamete, that is the sperms, is the testis. Testis which produces the sperms. This testis is inside the scrotum. A sac-like structure, it is known as scrotum. This testis is inside the scrotum. And what is the work of this testis? This testis produces the sperms. This testis produces the male reproductive organ, that is the sperms. After the production of sperms, when these sperms are produced by the testis, they get collected in epididymis. Testis produces the sperms and these sperms are collected in epididymis. From this epididymis, through the vas deferens they goes, through the passage they goes, and they comes to the penis part. These different reproductive organs have their different own function. Their own function they have. All these organs constitute the male reproductive organ. But in these organs, the main organ which produces the sperms, the main organ which produces the male sperms, that is the testis. This testis, with the help of the hormones, it produces the sperms. When these sperms are produced by the testis, they get collected in epididymis. From this epididymis, through vas deferens, these sperms move through vas deferens, and from the vas deferens they come to the penis part. And after that, from this penis they goes to the female reproductive organ. So this is the male reproductive system. These are the different male reproductive organs, and in these male reproductive organs, the main organ which produces the male gamete is the testis. Testis produces sperms collected in epididymis, and through the vas deferens it goes to the penis, and from that penis it is released into the vagina of the female. So this is about the male reproductive organ. Now we will study about the female reproductive organ. Now by seeing the diagram also you can come to know the difference is there. In this female reproductive organ, the different organs are, the main organ which produces the female gametes. The main organ of the female reproductive organs which produces the female gamete is the ovary. You can see here very easily the ovary. The ovary is the organ which produces the ovums. The ovary produces the ovums in numbers. It produces the ovums in numbers. Now these ovums produced by the ovary through different reproductive organs, it reaches to the fallopian tube. Now what happens? These different organs constitute the female reproductive organ, and in this female reproductive organ, which is the main organ is the ovary, which produces the ovum, which produces the female organ, that is the ovum. This ovum is necessary for the fusion, because we have studied that fertilization means the fusion of male and female gamete. Fertilization means the fusion of sperms and ovum. Till these two cells do not get fused, new cell zygote will not form, and if the zygote will not form, new organism will not develop. So production of these ovules, ovary produces ovules, it is very necessary. Other organs are ovary, fallopian tube. This is the funnel of fallopian tube. Ovary produces the ovums, then through here it goes to the fallopian tube. Now what happens when the copulation takes place? Then the sperms from these male reproductive organs are released in the vagina of female. When these sperms are released in the vagina of female, they move towards the fallopian tube. These sperms from here move towards the fallopian tube, and the process of fertilization, that is the process of fusion of male gametes, that is sperm, and female gametes ovum, that takes place in this tube which is known as fallopian tube. The male organs, sperms produced by the testis, they goes through these different organs and reaches to the fallopian tube. Ovules from the ovary they goes to the fallopian tube, and in this fallopian tube, part of this, the fusion of sperms and ovum takes place. The process of fertilization, fusion of male and female gametes, it takes place in this fallopian tube. When the fusion of male and female gamete takes place in this fallopian tube, the new cell is formed which is known as zygote. And this zygote is responsible for giving birth to new offsprings. नया offspring जब भी बनेगा, it will form after the fertilization of this ovum and sperms. Now here testis produces sperms in numbers. In many numbers it produces the sperms because their life is very less. They die very fast. So in numbers it is produced. So whenever it enters into the female body, that time also many more are died. But few of them move towards the fallopian tube. Even the ovary also produces the ovules. These ovules are also in number. And then somehow ovule fuses with the sperm in the fallopian tube. And this fallopian tube, when this female and male gametes get fuses, the fusion results into the formation of new cell, that is the zygote. Now the process of fertilization takes place in the fallopian tube part. Process of fertilization, process of fusion of male and female gamete takes place in the fallopian tube. So these are the different reproductive organs of male and female. Again I will repeat it, कि male reproductive organs, the main part is the testis which produces male reproductive organ, the main part is testis which produces sperms. These sperms gets collected in epididymis. From the epididymis through the tube, long tube, that is the vas deferens, this goes through the penis and gets enter into the vagina of the female during the process of copulation. Now here in the female part, the main part is which produces the female gametes, that is ovum, ovules, that is the ovary, and when it produces the ovules, this ovule move towards the fallopian tube. When after the process of copulation, when these sperms enter into the body of the female, they get fuses, these two gametes, male and female gamete, get fuses in the fallopian tube part. The fertilization takes place, process of fusion takes place, and new zygote is formed. Now this new zygote formed here is responsible for the growth of new organism. This zygote is responsible for the growth of new organism. अब जो नया organism बनेगा वो इस zygote से बनेगा जो कि male और female gamete के fusion से बना है. So this is about the male reproductive organs and female reproductive organs. Now children, you should study it. You should know which is the organ which produces male organs, sperms, or which organ produces the ovules, in which place the fertilization takes place, and what is the name of the cell which forms after the fertilization. So this is about the male and female reproductive organ. We have studied up to the fusion, that is the fertilization, that now new fertilization process takes place in fallopian tube and the new cell will form here. So this is about the male and female reproductive organs. So in previous part children, we have studied about how the male reproductive organs produces male gametes, that is sperms, and how the female reproductive organs produces female gametes, that is the ovum. Male gametes are known as sperms and the female gametes are known as ovum. Then these sperms which are produced by the testis in the male body, these sperms along with some fluid, it is known as semen. Semen, it contains the sperms and the fluid. This fluid is secreted by different glands in the body of a male. Male body has different glands which produces the secretion, and that secretion along with the sperm, it is known as semen. This semen is transferred from male body to the female body. After when it is transferred to the female body, these sperms move towards the fallopian tube. Now here the female reproductive organs of female, that is ovary, which has produced the ovum. These ovules move towards the oviduct. These ovules move towards the oviduct. From here, after entering into the vagina, these sperms along with that fluid, they move towards the fallopian tube. And this fallopian tube part, oviduct part, the fertilization of these sperms and this ovum takes place. Ovum produced by the ovaries, sperms produced by female body. When these sperms along this semen enters into the vagina, through this tube it moves towards the fallopian tube. Ovules from the ovary move towards it, fusion takes place, the new zygote is formed. So single cell ovum produced by ovary and the sperm produced by the female body, it gets fuses in the oviduct or fallopian tube part, and the new cell formed after their fusion is known as zygote. Now when this zygote is formed, for some hours this zygote is remain here in this oviduct, and then slowly it moves towards the uterus part of the female. This is the uterus part. This part is the uterus. Now the fusion, after the fusion of the gametes, This fused gamete, it moves toward the uterus. When the fusion takes place, when the zygote is formed, now this zygote, which is now able to give birth to new offspring, which is able to grow for giving birth to the new offsprings, it move towards the uterus part and it get attached to the wall of the uterus. It gets attached to the wall of the uterus. ये uterus की wall से चिपकता है. उसके पहले the uterus wall prepare itself. Many cells are formed here. It prepare itself. It provide an attachment area for this zygote, and this zygote get attached to the uterus part. Here in this diagram you can see easily the part of the uterus where the zygote form gets attached, that is the placenta. So with this placenta this zygote get attached. Now this zygote which is attached to uterus part now starts growing into a new offspring. It attached to the placenta. Attachment of the new cell zygote which is ready to grow into a new offspring to the placenta. The cord is there, it is umbilical cord. Umbilical cord से ये जो zygote है जो कि अब नए offspring में बनने के लिए डेवलप होने के लिए तैयार है, ये umbilical cord से फीमेल के प्लेसेंटा से जुड़ा रहता है, यूटेरस से जुड़ा होता है. It takes full 9 months to grow into a new offsprings. It takes full 9 months to develop completely. पूरा डेवलप होने के लिए इसको पूरे 9 months लगते हैं. All these through this 9th month it gets nutrition through this placenta part from the female body. फीमेल इसको पूरा न्यूट्रिशन पूरा कंप्लीट डेवलप होने के लिए जितना भी न्यूट्रिशन चाहिए वो सारा न्यूट्रिशन इसको फीमेल बॉडी से प्लेसेंटा के थ्रू इसको मिलता है. और ये जो है ये अम्बिलिकल कॉर्ड से फीमेल बॉडी के प्लेसेंटा से इससे जुड़ा हुआ रहता है. नाउ द फ्लूइड विच इज प्रेजेंट हियर, इट इज द एमनियोटिक फ्लूइड. इन दिस एमनियोटिक फ्लूइड दिस इज द न्यू सेल विच इज डेवलपिंग. ये न्यू सेल, new zygote, new offsprings, new baby which is going to grow into womb of the woman. It is attached through the umbilical cord to the placenta, to the uterus, and as slowly and slowly this cell grows, the different organs of the body are formed, the shape of the uterus changes. It grows, and when it developed completely during the time of the birth, different fluids, different hormones necessary for the easy delivery of the woman, it is produced, and this developed new cell, this developed new organism, it's come out through this vagina. It takes birth. During the birth this umbilical cord is cut, because umbilical cord it is attached to the placenta, it gets nutrition through this cord, through placenta it get the nutrition. So as it takes the birth, this cord is cut. So in this way, after the fusion, it gets attached to the wall of the uterus. Wall of the uterus prepare itself. Through the placenta, it gets attached. This zygote get attached. Multiple division takes place in the zygote. Different layers are formed. Different layers are responsible for the formation of different organs in the body of this zygote. It develops slowly and slowly. During 9 months it develops into a new offspring, and when the time comes the woman give birth to the offspring, and when it takes birth this umbilical cord is cut, because through this umbilical cord only this new baby is taking nutrition from the human body, nutrition from the women body. So this process of fertilization, development of this fusion of and formation of new cell, and then development of this new cell zygote into a new baby, this whole process comes under the process of reproduction. Now in this we have another part to study, ki before the production of these sperms and ovums, how these sperms and ovums are produced, what are the changes takes place in the body of a male and female, what changes takes place in the body of a male and female. That term is puberty. When the male and female are eligible, when they are able to produce the male and female organs, at which age these male and females are ready to produce the male organs and female organs. What is that part? What is that year? What is that known as? उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? That is the puberty, उसको हम बोलते हैं puberty. So now the next part what we'll study will be fertilization, pregnancy and childbirth. So how these female organs develop. When these male organs are developed in the body of a male, what different changes takes place? At which age these testes and these ovaries are able to produce the ovum and sperms? What is that age known as? And what other difference in the body of an organism can be seen when they attain the puberty? When the male or a female attain the puberty, what different changes can be seen in the body of an organism? That part we will study now. So this is about the male and female reproductive organ, then how the process of fertilization takes place, then how the baby develop into the womb of the woman, then what are the different parts. You can see there the placenta, umbilical cord, amniotic fluid, the sac in which uterus part in which the baby is there, one fluid is there, that is the amniotic fluid. Then with that umbilical cord this baby is attached to the placenta of the woman, and through this umbilical cord, this placenta, the baby gets nutrition for the whole months, and when it takes birth this umbilical cord is cut. So this is about the sperms, then semen, how these sperms reaches to the fallopian tube, how it gets fertilized and how the development of the baby takes place. Now if this fertilization does not take place, what happens? So in female we have seen the menstruation cycle. Menstruation cycle, how it takes place, how it comes, how the fertilization takes place, that we will study in the next part of this chapter. So this is about the fertilization and development of the new offspring. But if the fertilization does not take place, then what happens? If ovum does not get sperm for the fertilization, if the male reproductive organ, that is male sperm, does not reaches, then what takes place? What is the next part? What happens? And what it is known as, that we will study now. So children, now about what happens after the fertilization, and if there is no fertilization, if the ovule ovule does not get sperms for the process of fertilization, if the sperms does not reach to the body of a woman for the fertilization, then what takes place? What happens? So whenever it reaches to the woman, then fertilization takes place, that I explained you. In fallopian tube oviduct part fertilization takes place, new zygote is formed. This zygote get attached to the wall of the uterus. This wall of the uterus has a rich supply of blood. Now this zygote when get attached to the wall, this uterus prepare itself to attach that new cell on its wall, and through the placenta it get attached to the wall. Whatever blood circulation, whatever is present in the body of a woman, in form of nutrition, this zygote get the nutrition, this new cell, new developing cell get the nutrition from this. So wall of the uterus, through the placenta this new baby get attached. Then inside where there is a baby, the fluid is present, it is known as amniotic fluid. This amniotic fluid which is present in the uterus, it works like a cushion. It works like a cushion means it protects the baby from the external jerks. बाहर के धक्कों से, बाहर से यदि कुछ भी आघात पहुंचता है तो ये जो एमनियोटिक फ्लूइड है ये अंदर डेवलप होने वाले बेबी को जो है प्रोटेक्ट करता है. इट डज नॉट हार्म द बेबी. सो दिस एक्ट्स एज ए कुशन, एमनियोटिक फ्लूइड. Full 9 months this baby grows into the womb of the woman, and after 9 months the lady give birth to new offsprings. During the process the baby takes birth, umbilical cord is cut. This is the process takes place when fertilization takes place. Now when the fusion takes place, if one ovum fuses with one sperm, that is at a time one ovum fuses with one sperm. When it fuses with that sperm, the new cell zygote is formed. Sometimes it may happen that two ovums may fuses with two sperms. When two ovum fuses with two sperms, then two cells will form and the baby produced will be two, that is twins, जिसको हम जुड़वा बोलते हैं. तो when the generally one ovum fuses with one sperm, but now if two ovum fuses with two sperms, then two babies will develop into the womb of the woman and that is are said to be twins, जिसको हम ट्विन बोलेंगे। अब ये जो जुड़वा बच्चे होंगे ये दो प्रकार के भी हो सकते हैं, एक जैसे भी हो सकते हैं, आइडेंटिकल भी हो सकते हैं, नॉन आइडेंटिकल भी हो सकते हैं। तो यदि दो ओवम दो स्पर्म्स आपस में फ्यूज होते हैं तो देन वी विल हैव द फ्रैटर्नल और नॉन आइडेंटिकल, मतलब दो बच्चे तो होंगे, दो जुड़वा तो होंगे, पर वो एक जैसे नहीं रहेंगे, उनमें थोड़ा डिफरेंस होगा कि आप दोनों में डिफरेंस आराम से समझ सकते हैं। पर कई बार ऐसा होता है कि फर्टिलाइजेशन होने के बाद में ये एग जो है इट डिवाइड्स इनटू टू, दिस एग डिवाइड्स इनटू टू। जब ये एक ही एग दो में डिवाइड होता है देन इट अगेन प्रोड्यूसेस टू बेबीज एंड दैट विल बी आइडेंटिकल, पूरे एक जैसे होंगे। यदि दोनों आपके सामने खड़े तो आपको जरा सा भी डिफरेंस, आप बिल्कुल उनमें डिफरेंस नहीं कर सकते। तो यदि एक ही एक डिवाइड होता है दो में और व्हेन इट प्रोड्यूसेस टू बेबीज दैट बेबीज विल बी ट्विंस विल बी आइडेंटिकल। और यदि दो स्पर्म दो ओवम मिलते हैं और यदि बेबीज बनते हैं तो दैट विल बी फ्रैटर्नल और नॉन आइडेंटिकल। ये होता है यदि स्पर्म्स एंड ओवम गेट फर्टिलाइज। पर if it does not take place, what is the process? What is the menstrual cycle? Now we have seen in the women after the age of 11, between the age of 11 to 18 some secondary sexual characters start developing। मतलब फीमेल बॉडी में फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स डेवलप होना शुरू हो जाते हैं, मेल बॉडी में मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन देखना ग्रो होना शुरू हो जाते हैं एंड दैट डिफरेंस कैन बी सीन आफ्टर द एज ऑफ 11 to 14 when the body attains the adolescence, जिसको हम adolescence बोलते हैं। तो adolescence जो है puberty is marked, puberty is marked मतलब the starting the female and male body started growing secondary sexual characters and these secondary sexual characters means the pelvic in women pelvic girder will develop, it will become more strong, breast part will develop, the hair will produce on the body, different parts of the body. Same here in the male also, penis will start developing, then the male will have moisturized face, hair on the face. So these different characters are seen when the body attains the puberty. During the age of adolescence, different these secondary sexual characters, and at the same time the male and female reproductive organs are also now ready to produce sperms and ovum. So this is the age when the body attains the full growth and the male and female reproductive organs are ready to produce ovums and sperms. When the fertilization process does not take place in the body of the women, what happen? When the ovums are produced, ovary produce the ovums in large numbers, but if the sperms does not reaches and if the process of fertilization does not takes place, then before what happened before the process of fertilization, when the fertilization takes place and the zygote is formed, uterus prepare itself for the attachment of the new cell zygote. Wall of the uterus has rich blood supply, new cells are formed, it provides that placenta and everything for the attachment. But if the fertilization does not takes place, then after the 28 days, after 28 days of the cycle, matlab after each 28 days the women have a cycle, that is the menstrual cycle. So during this menstrual cycle the blood comes out of the body, and that why it comes, because the ovum does not get fuses with the sperm, process of fertilization does not takes place, and when the process does not takes place, the wall of the uterus which prepared itself for the attachment of the zygote, it get burst, uterus की wall जो है burst हो जाती है, all the cells get damaged, even the ovules form also after some time they get damaged, and all that in the form of blood comes out of the body of the women, and that is the menstrual cycle. So after each 28 days this cycle is repeated. So during these 28 days if the fertilization of the ovum takes place, then the new baby will develop, and if the fertilization does not takes place, then in that case the uterus, wall of the uterus gets burst, all the cells formed there gets burst, ovum also gets burst, and all that burst part, unwanted blood come out of the body of the women, and that is nothing but the menstrual cycle, which is repeated after 28 days. Each month after 28 days this menstrual cycle is repeated. So this is about if the fertilization does not take place, then what is there? What is the adolescence? What is the puberty? What are the secondary sexual characters? Secondary sexual characters, they indicates that the male and female body is now ready for the production of male and female organs. Male and female reproductive organs are now totally developed, and now they are ready for the production of the sperms and ovum. So if the fertilization takes place, new baby will form, and if fertilization does not take place, then the women will have the menstrual cycle, and all that unwanted blood, the bursting of the cell, bursting of the wall of the uterus, everything that get burst and that blood comes out of the body. So children, this is about the menstrual cycle, the secondary sexual characters, and अबाउट द ट्विंस. जुड़वा बच्चे जो हुए हैं वो एक जैसे रहेंगे या थोड़े अलग अलग रहेंगे, तो वो आइडेंटिकल कब होंगे? इफ द फर्टिलाइज एग डिवाइड्स इनटू टू, और यदि टू स्पर्म्स फ्यूजेस विद टू ओवम्स एंड इफ दे आर सेपरेट देन दे विल बी नॉन आइडेंटिकल. दोनों दो स्पर्म्स दो ओवम का फ्यूजन हुआ है और उसके कारण जो ट्विंस बने हैं तो वो एक जैसे नहीं रहेंगे, कुछ ना कुछ इसमें डिफरेंस रहेगा, नॉन आइडेंटिकल. पर यदि एग डिवाइड हुआ है दो इसमें, देन द ट्विंस फॉर्म विल बी आइडेंटिकल. सो दिस इज अबाउट द ट्विंस. Then about the menstrual cycle and about the adolescence. So children, you study this chapter. One part is left in this, that is the endocrine glands, hormones produced by this endocrine gland. So next part we will study about the endocrine system present in the human body, how these endocrine glands produce the secretion, and how these hormones are very necessary for the body, for the growth, for the complete growth of the body of an organism. These hormones plays an important role. The production of this hormone, the secretion of these hormones, it affect the growth of the body, it affect the working of each and every organ of the body. So how this endocrine system is very important for the humans, that we will study in the next part.